Yo, it's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down UFC Vegas 36. Derek the Blonde, two checks Brunson versus Darren Till is the main event. Really good card here. We had some bangers, but I mean they left. Obviously, Volkan Ozdemir versus Ankalaev, Paul Craig versus Alexander Gustafsson. A lot of other fights that we were supposed to have. Wait, hold up. I thought I was about to sneeze for a second. Never mind. All right, it went away. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, it was a really good card. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's up, and yeah, I'm gonna give you guys my picks, and I think it's a great card. But yeah, let's get to it, man. The curtain jerker of the night: David Zawada versus Alex Morono, I'm sorry. I don't know why I could call him Morono. Good fight right here. Alex Morono coming off that win over Donald Cerrone. David Zawada's coming off that loss to Ramazan and Miev. Interesting fight here. You know, Zawada is famously known for beating Abukar Nurmagomedov. No, not Nurmagomedov, right? Yeah. Oh, it is Abukar Nurmagomedov. Never mind. My bad. He is famously known for that, getting the triangle. But, you know, hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. I think he does have the reach advantage, and I think he can win this fight. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling Morono is just too scrappy for him. Like, I don't want to get caught up, oh, he beat Cerrone, right, and give him all this praise. I'm not that too sold on him, but he's a scrappy guy. I like his team, Fortis MMA. They're winners. This is a close fight. I could really see Zawada taking it. I would say Morono has the better record of his last five. He's 3-2 over, you know, being David Zawada, who's 2-3. But I mean, the guys he's lost to, you know, Danny Roberts. I like Danny Roberts though, but you know, some people might not be a fan of that. Jili Lang, he's a ranked fighter, and Ramazan, he's a good fighter. So I mean, Morono, and he's lost to who? Paddy, which isn't a good look, and Chaos Williams. And I call him Colin. So it's not a good look. Oh man, my gut is. You know what? I'm taking David Zawada. I don't know. My gut's just telling me to take David Zawada. I don't know, but I don't see it, though. I'm taking... Never mind. I'm going back to Morono. I'm taking Morono by decision. Oh, my God. I hate that. I want to trust my gut. I don't know. That's a little... Whatever. But next fight, I'm taking Morono by decision. I'm gonna stand by that. I'm gonna stand by my words. So, but yeah, next fight: Jake Shore versus Liudvik Sholon, I think, or Sholin, or whatever how you say the kid's name. Really good fight right here. Some good work for Jake Shore. The kid's a good fighter. You know what's crazy about these UK fans? They don't hype up the guys that are actually good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild to me. This kid's, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of guys like him, and I don't know how he's from the UK because he can wrestle, and you know how them UK boys don't even know how to spell wrestling. You know what I'm saying? But this kid's good, man. This kid is special. But Liudvik, I think he was coming off the Contender Series. He has that crazy fight against Ricky Torres. I saw that. I lost brain cells watching that fight. You guys should watch. It was the last round was crazy. Those guys were really slinging it. But yeah, I lost brain cells watching that. You know what I'm saying? I think Jake Shore is not going to entertain the striking. I think he's going to take him down. I don't know if he's going to submit him, but I think he's going to take him down, have his way with him. Jake Shore is a legit guy in this division. I could see him potentially even making the rankings by the end of this year. He's that good. You know, what he did to Hunter Azor. I tell people, Hunter Azor is probably, in terms of high school wrestling, he's probably the best high school credentialed wrestler in the bantamweight division. If I think of anyone, TJ Dillashaw might have better high school wrestling credentials than him, right? But I mean, I think it's Hunter Azor. When I think of bantamweights, there could be somebody I'm missing, but it just American wrestling. He's really good, right? Jake Shore went out there and was like, "Oh, you're a good wrestler. Okay, I will challenge you there." And he won that fight, and I was just like, oh my god, like this kid's special. Like obviously, yeah, Hunter Azor's been knocked out by Brian Kelleher and this and that, but you've never seen this guy get out grappled like that, right? So I was like, that was a good performance by him. So I got Jake Short by decision. He could get the sub. I could see him getting that, but I got him by decision. Next fight, Charles Jourdain versus Julian Erosa. Oh my god, it's a hard one for me to watch, man. I love Julian Erosa and I love Charles Jourdain. Both guys are one of my favorite fighters to watch in that featherweight division that aren't really ranked. In terms of how they match up with each other, I mean, Julian Erosa, he has the reach advantage. He's a pretty tall guy. Now Charles Jourdain is giving up some height and some reach. So could I see Julian Erosa getting the W? Yeah. He is coming on short notice. Oh my god, you know what? Fuck it. Because these short notice, you know what, I was talking it's funny. I was talking to one of my homies about this. Bro, if this, you know, it was the Trevin Jones fight. If another I forgot the guy's name, I'm sorry. But if that fucking guy that beat Trevin Jones, that's what I was saying before the fight. If he beats him, I am picking all short notice opponents. Charles Jourdain should win this, right? Julian Erosa got knocked out in his last fight. He should lose, right? I don't know. I'm going to take Julian Erosa. I would take him by decision. I think it's going to be a great fight. Charles, oh my god. Charles should win this, but I don't know. This fucking short notice shit. I'm telling y'all, man. Go look at the guys that are coming on short notice and winning fights. And Julian Erosa isn't a bum. It's not like he's a bad fighter. Charles Jourdain, I feel like, should win this fight. He has the power, but we've seen him struggle with guys that can wrestle, obviously. And, I mean, he had that draw with Calvillo, so that was interesting. Joshua, right? So that was really interesting. He had a lot of problems with him. And Marcelo Rojo gave him a lot of problems there, right? But, I mean, the kid's a stud, man. I'll never forget what he said in his corner. I want to be a champion. Went out there and finished him. You know, that's fucking... It's crazy, bro. That to me is one of, and I tell guys, you gotta go check that fight out. That fight to me is still in my top 5 fight of the year contenders. I mean, I don't think it's gonna win it. Obviously, I can't really think of anyone that's leading right now. On the top of my head, I'm trying to think. I can't really think of any like great fights this year. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. I'm sorry, but you know, obviously this one was the Charles Oliveira, not the Charles, Charles Oliveira Chandler. That was a great fight. But Charles Jourdain versus Rojo, that's in my, you know, fight of the year contenders. But I don't know. You know, I could see Jourdain winning this. You know, obviously Julian Erosa's chin is super suspect, but he's tough and gritty. Like, he goes forward, so it's like, you know, at some point it has to be tested, right? So, you know, he can't just keep doing that and expecting to win every fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. But I think if he doesn't get knocked out, and if he kind of follows the game plan of how, you know, Rojo, I thought Rojo was winning that fight. I really did. I thought he at least won a round. You could make a debate he was winning too. So you know, Rojo had a lot of success going to the body, and he had a lot of success just throwing a lot of straighter shots. Jourdain is he's more of a Muay Thai fighter. I mean, Jourdain looked so good in his last 2 fights. The biggest win of his career was against the Choi kid, right? What's his name? Yeah, Doho Choi. And I didn't think he looked good in that fight. I was really not sold on him after. Like, when I saw that, I was like, I don't think he's that good. I think Choi has no chin, you know what I'm saying? But I remember I saw him fight Andre Fili. I was like, oh shit, this kid's good. And then I was sold on him after that. But you know, you never know. Obviously, he could get the knockout here. You know, Julian Erosa is coming off a bad knockout too against Choi or something like that. But Yeah, I'm taking Julian Rose. He's my boy. He's my homie. So I gotta take him. I know that I was gonna pick Charles Jourdain, but it just something came over me in the short notice. I think he's gonna get it done. Next fight, Jonathan Martinez versus Marcelo Rojo. This is gonna be a banger. This is a banger. Such a good fight right here. I am so puzzled by this fight. Both guys have gotten finished. Both guys had crazy fights. I mean, Jonathan Martinez versus Davy Grant was crazy. Rojo versus Charles Jourdain, I talked about, was nuts. It was bonkers. Jonathan Martinez with a record of 13-4. Rojo with a 16-7. Both the same height, 5'8". Rojo does have... Sorry about that, man. You see, I do wonder, like, why I keep my window open. I don't know. I don't know. That's on me. But but yeah, Rojo does have the reach advantage, 71-69. So we're gonna see. And Rojo was, he fought at featherweight his last fight, so he is a bantamweight. We're gonna see how well he does in this division. He seemed a lot tougher. And I like Jonathan Martinez. I really do. I really, really do. But to get knocked out like that, that's not a good look, man. That's not a good look, kiddo. But he was winning that fight. And Davy Grant is good, man. He has that win over Chito Vera. And in the rematch, he was winning that fight until, after the first round, basically, until he lost, right? But he looked great. And I kind of thought he kind of gassed out a little bit doing all that crazy shit in the first round. But he was going crazy. So that's not a bad loss to have. But Jonathan Martinez was a legit prospect. He beat Almeida. Who else did he beat? He beat somebody else too. Frankie Shans. Yeah, he beat him. Right, he looked really good. I was really invested in him. He had that. Basically, in my humble, I thought he got robbed against Andre Ewell, and he had those crazy knockouts, right? The flying knee, or not the standing knee, basically, but he's a good fighter, and I could see him winning this. I just am a big fan of Rojo, man. After that fight with Charles Jourdain, I think he's gonna get it done. He just is. I don't know. He's just better. In the boxing, I love his boxing. Jonathan Martinez is slick too. Don't get it twisted, but I don't know. I think he's. I don't know, man. Seeing Jonathan get knocked out like that, and Davy Grant isn't necessarily a great, he doesn't have great hands. He's more of a Muay Thai fighter, and I kind of had a lot of respect for Martinez's striking. For him to get caught like that, and it was like it was a simple combo, hook to the body and then hook to the head. I was just like, what? Either Davy Grant has insane knockout power, but I just felt like he shouldn't have got caught by that. Rojo, I felt like it was more of he took a lot of damage, in that fight. So I don't know who took more damage. It was a crazy bad knockout for Martinez. Rojo got beat up bad. I'm gonna take Marcelo Rojo. I just think he's better, man. I don't know. I was really impressed with what he did against Jourdain. He looked good in there. He didn't look like he was behind that kid at all, Again, hey, man, these motherfuckers got a goddamn... They're running a fucking racetrack around my spot. Oh, man, another good fight right here. Dolce Lungiambula versus Marc-Andre Barriault. Really, really, really good fight right here. I'm kind of torn on this. Here's how I see it. I mean, Dolce is good. He has the reach advantage. He looked good in his last. He's jacked, by the way. He beat Marcus Perez. He lost to Ankalaev, and he has that victory over Daquan Townsend, and that's about it. Barriault is coming off that victory over Abu Ajitar. I did not expect him to do that. Then he has that. He did win that fight against Oscar Pichotto, and then he was on a 3-fight losing streak against Jung Young Park, Christoph Jocko. That was a split decision. And Andrew Sanchez. So some good fighters right there. Dolce has, he's fought at higher weight classes like light heavyweight. I think now he's legit middleweight guy. But I don't know. I think he's gonna gas. I don't know, man. He didn't gas against Marcus Perez, but I just have a weird feeling he's gonna gas in this fight. Marc-Andre Barriault looked really, really good, but Abu Aizatar really was just he didn't. I don't know what he was doing in there. I'm gonna take Dolce in this, but I would not be surprised if he would guess. I just think Dolce is the better grappler. He's just a way better grappler than Abu Aizatar. I'm a big fan of Dewey Cooper. This is a 3-rounder. But Marc-Andre Barriault, I just want to give him a lot of credit. Man, that guy legit came out the woodworks and just finished. I think he finished him, right? Or did he go to decision? Yeah, he was ground and pound. Yeah, he finished him. So he just straight up finished him, and he just had the better cardio. I don't know if Dolce has good cardio. That's the thing. Like, but he didn't gas against Marcus Perez, but it feels like, I don't know if he can do that against Marc-Andre Barriault. I just don't know. But I think he's a good grappler, though. He's strong as fuck. He is strong as fuck. You can tell. So I'm gonna take him here by decision. But yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised, man. Marc-Andre has a good gas tank. He's a scrapper, man. He is a scrapper. But I'm gonna take Dolce in this one. But yeah, next fight, Jeon Kim versus Molly McCann. This one I was stuck on. I was stuck on Molly McCann. I don't know. That is insane. Jeon Kim has a 10-inch reach advantage. What? Okay, that's crazy. But Molly McCann, I thought she was gonna retire. Apparently she didn't. But I mean, the girl, I like the girl. She seems like a good person. I want to see her get a W. I think she was dedicating her last fight to her dad or something like that. I don't know if she can. I don't know how she's gonna deal with the grappling. That seemed like a problem for her. But Jeon Kim isn't necessarily the best grappler in the world. She's gonna need to use it. Molly McCann is really scrappy. But we've seen these kind of girls where, like, Böhm Malek, right? I saw that happening. She's more of a pretty girl. She likes to take pictures in bikinis and actually train. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the girl she was fighting Nunez is, like, she's not taking pictures, with bikinis on. She's probably smashing girls with bikinis on. Because that girl. Oh, man. I'm sorry, y'all. But, hey, if the girl looked like me and she's fighting another girl, like, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to whoop on her, right? But I don't know how I got to that point. But basically, yeah, reach doesn't always matter sometimes, right, with these females. I don't know how I got there. But I'm going to take Molly McCann. I think she's on a 2-fight losing skid. She needs it. I think she loses it. She gets cut. I don't think Jeon Kim's grappling is good enough here. She's probably the favorite on Tapology, right? Probably, yeah. Kim is. It's pretty close, though, 59-41. So it's pretty close. I'm gonna take Molly McCann in this one. So hey, I think she's just a lot scrappier. I don't think Jeon Kim's grappling is. She's gonna clinch. She's gonna do all that, but I'm gonna take her by decision. Next fight, Khalil Rountree versus Modestas Bukauskas. Good fight right here. Khalil Rountree, Ian Kutalaba's son. That's how I look at this cat. I don't know what to say. What I saw in his last fight, man, I feel bad. If you guys remember what I said Khalil Rountree versus Pragnell. Khalil was the lock of the night, right? If you're making a parlay, you got to add this guy in there. And I feel so bad if anyone took my advice, because this guy went out there and did the impossible. He made Pragnell look like a good fighter. Obviously, Pragnell's coming up. He won his last. He's on his win streak, bro. Pragnell's on a win streak. I thought the dude was gonna get cut. So respect to Pragnell. Modestus Bukauskas, but he is. I can't really say he's any better than Khalil Rountree. He's another dummy. Went out there and got fucking smoked by Jimmy Crute. Got smoked so bad. I mean, that's what you get. He's a kicker, and when you throw kicks like that, in such close range, and someone's gonna throw that cross, I mean, he lit him up bad. Like, that was a bad. I felt bad. He ended his career damn near, in my humble opinion. But I did pick him against Mikhail Olenjkic. I thought he won that fight, but it was close. I can't be too mad at it, but I thought he won that fight against Mikhail. So I'll give him that. I thought he looked a lot better. He looked more defensively sound. He's younger than Rountree. Rountree's in his prime, but I doubt his hunger. I think he was contemplating retirement. He wanted a retirement fight against Sam Alvey. It seems like Rountree, he wants an easy KO and he wants to dip out of the sport. I think that's what he wants. He had a lot of hype on him when he beat Eric Anders. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I think Modestus Bukauskas can get the W here. I think he's the longer ranger fighter. I think he'll use his kicks. I don't think Rountree has the pressure like a Mikhail Olenjkic. So you have to understand, Mikhail did a good thing. Even though he was getting outpointed, in my humble opinion, he did a good thing on he kept putting pressure. And that's what judges like to see. They like to see pressure, right? Who's going forward, who's taking the center, right? Who's imposing the action. You see that a lot. That's how sometimes judges will score it like that. But sometimes, hey, people can put on a show and kind of dance around a little bit and try to outpoint you, right? But sometimes that's not appreciated. And that's what I thought Modestus did. But it was a close fight. It was a very, very close fight. I think he does this against Khalil Rountree. Rountree, he just showed me that he's not in the game. I mean, dude, if you saw that video of him crying after what Ian Kudalabi, like, bro, come on, man. Like, I get it. I remember when my boy DC, he got destroyed by Jones, and he did that. I was like, come on, DC, stop crying, But, like, yeah, it's more reasonable, right? It's in the moment, right after the fight. It's easy to cry, right? Even, I think Frank Mir said, he cried in the bathroom after he lost the fight. There's no shame in crying. But you don't go out there and record like, let's say I just did this and started recording myself, and I started crying. Now you're wasting a lot of people's time. You're just making everyone feel bad. And I was just like, come on, man, this guy got to grow up. Stop watching all these goddamn Dragon. No, hey, I watch nothing wrong with watching anime, y'all. I've watched it, but come on, bro. He looked like a weeb in there, man. Like, come on, bro. You can't be doing that. So after that day, I kind of lost some respect for him. Like, Kutalaba took his soul. He took his soul and he took his manhood, man. It's just the truth. But I didn't think he was gonna like do what he did against Pragnell. That was insane. Low output, depends on knockout power. If you want to be, dude, if you want to do Muay Thai and you want to be a Muay Thai, go be a Muay Thai fucking fighter, Khalil, if that's what you want to do. Because that's what I think it is. He just wants to compete in Muay Thai. If you want to go do that in Thailand, go the fuck ahead. All right? Like, I don't get why it's that. I don't know, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going off on Khalil Rountree for no reason. I'm picking Modestus Bukauskas, but it irritates me. Like, I can tell you don't want to retire from. You want to do more. You don't want guys fucking humping on you, and I get that. I don't want guys humping on me, like, but don't waste my that Pragnell performance pissed me off, man. I was pissed. He got me that day. He got me. I can't lie, but yeah, next fight, and Modestus Bukauskas by decision. Mandy Böhm versus Ariane Lipski. Good fight right here. Mandy's a good fighter. I saw her fight 7-0. She's 32, height of 5'6", and a reach of 70. Ariane Lipski 13-7, age 27, a height of 5'6", and a reach of 67. So really good fight right here. I'm kind of stumped on this because I think Mandy has all the skills to go beat Irene Lipski. She has the striking. She has the wrestling. She has everything. It's just she did it to a different caliber of opponent. And I don't know if that translates to the UFC level on her debut, big fight, right? She's coming overseas, right? To the United States of America, the greatest country of all time. I'm just letting y'all know, if you from the UK, USA is the best. And we beat y'all. I'm just fucking. But back to the point. Yeah, I don't know, man. Irene Lipski, even though she looked, I thought, I wasn't surprised what I saw with what's her face, Montana Del Rosa. Montana, that girl built like a glass of wine. She built like a glass of wine too. But but yeah, I wasn't surprised. She fucking put it on her. Put it on her in the wrestling. The ground and pound just broke her, right? I wasn't surprised by that. But I think Irene, she's kind of like, I think she's growing. And now she's kind of playing that almost like that gatekeeper role. And she was the top prospect. She was the, the talk of the town when she had that crazy, submission over Luana Carolina, the knee bar, right? Queen of violence. Everyone was simping for her. So, she's been here before, and she knows what Mandy has been through. She has way more fights than her. She's training at American Top Team. She does have a reach disadvantage, but the wrestling is something I'm like, bro, you got to work on that. But it looks like she's working on her wrestling. Like, I check on her IG, she's always like working on her. I like American Top Team. I don't think she's gonna go on a 3-fight losing skid here. I think she can win this fight. So I'm going to pick her by decision. But I wouldn't be surprised if Mandy got it done. She has the skill set, but it's the level of competition, And it's a female fight, so it's like, you never know with female MMA, bro. Like, I don't know how to pick these goddamn chick fights anymore. It's like, goddamn, you got to flip a fucking coin. I'm going to start doing it. For the next video, we're going to... We're going to start flipping coins for the female fights, bro. We're going to start flipping coins. But yeah, next fight, Luigi Vendramini versus Paddy Pimblett. I do have a breakdown on this, so that's coming up. I'm picking my boy Luigi Vendramini. I would have picked him by fucking knockout if Paddy's been knocked KO before, but he hasn't had that. I don't want to go too far. I'm probably going to piss all the UK fans off, but your boy getting KO. Not getting KO. He about to get whooped on. My boy Luigi, he can grapple. He's not a fucking idiot. And he does. Man, Paddy cannot strike for shit. All right, he cannot box for shit. I mean, dude, he's not as bad as Ben Askren. I will say that. But the fact that this kid has, I don't even like Conor, y'all. But he shouldn't be saying, I'm going to smoke Conor. Right? Like, dude, you can't even... Oh, my God. And then he tried to talk to my boy, Big Marcel. How you going to talk to a reporter like that, man? God, if y'all know Big Marcel, he's the guy that, he comes with all the, the breaking news and, and all the fucking big fight announcements and stuff like that on his Twitter and his IG. How you go talk mess to him like that? Right? You're going to call him a bad reporter. You're not no bad reporter. You're a dummy. All right? That's all I see. And I hope Luigi fucking ends this kid. I'd be happy if he finished him. He's done it before. He's finished someone in the octagon. So he can't, Jesse Ariane. And he has a bunch of finishes. He's only lost a decision. I don't think he's ever won a decision. He finishes guys. So yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, I got Vendramini by decision. Next fight, Tom Aspinall versus Sergei Pavlovich, or Pavlovich, I think that's how you say his name. I do have a breakdown on this. Aspinall's a good fighter. He's good everywhere. I don't think he's shown it though. I don't think he hasn't shown enough. But he's a good fighter, man. I put him right there with Chris Daukaus. I think they're right at the same level in terms of heavyweight prospects, and they're ranked guys. It's not like he's not. These are, I think, 13 and 15 going at it. I do talk more about this on my breakdown, so I'm not going to go too in depth with it. But I think Aspinall. I mean, just seeing what Alistair did to Sergei. I mean, taking him down like that. I mean, he tripped him up, and then just the ground and pound. I think Tom can, exploit that, and just the way he submitted Arlovsky. Obviously, I picked Tom to win that fight, but and I thought Arlovsky, he got hurt, right? And Arlovsky showed a lot of good composure, kind of came back, and then kind of gave him some of that smoke, right? Some of that work, and was throwing good shots, and I thought he looked good in that fight, and I thought he kind of made Tom Aspinall not look good, because, like, Tom was doing stuff like this where he was just putting his chin in the air, like, going backwards, like, like, that was so stupid, right? If you go watch that fight, he did do that. I swear to on everything I love, he did that. I don't like that. Sergei has a reach advantage over him, so he can't play that game. I think you should take him down immediately and smoke him there. But I think he's going to have a feeling out process. He's not going to do what I think he should do. I think he's going to kind of play with him on the feet. And if he feels like, oh, I can't mess with this guy on the feet, I'm going to take him down. I think, because he hurt Arlovsky, I remember, in the first round. And then I felt like after Arlovsky kind of came back and he felt like he couldn't hurt Arlovsky anymore, he shot. Dude, the takedown he got was insane. I was like, what the hell? But apparently Arlovsky got a foot injury, so it is what it is. But he choked him out, so good on him. I got Aspinall by second round, ground and pound. And the main event, the GOAT, Blonde Brunson, 2 checks in the building versus this other guy. They call him a gorilla, Darren Till. He about to be a goddamn little monkey after Derek done with him. He ain't gonna be doing nothing in there. This is a great fight. I love this fight. The battle of the memes. Derek has been killing it in the meme game. Obviously, Darren Till has been, killing it too in the social media game. So I can't wait for it. It's been pretty funny with these guys. Both guys are super, super entertaining. I know some people, they don't find Derek entertaining, but, like, the fight against Kevin Holland was a boring fight. But the fact that Derek is winning is entertaining, bro. If you don't find this reminds me, and I know I don't want to compare it to Glover Teixeira's kind of like run to the to getting a title shot, but like this just reminds me. It has the same feeling, but just almost like a Derek Brunson, Blonde Brunson, 2 checks kind of style. Because, like, Glover was finishing his guys, right? He didn't go to decision, I don't think, with any of those cats in the run. But with Derek, he went to decision, I think, three times out of his last 4. He did finish Edmund. He taught Edmund a valuable lesson about respect. He thought that boy, oh man, Edmund got smoked. Bro, I watched that fight just to laugh, bro. I was crying. I was in tears, bro. That coach is a criminal. What's his name? Edmund Tavarian. You should be in jail, bro. They should have stopped that fight. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but they should have stopped that fight in the second round. Yo, they let Edmund die, bro. They let him die. And they let him fight after that, bro. That was crazy. But I don't know why I just went off. But that's Derek though for you. Like, he's just fun to watch. I don't know. There's something about him that's funny to me, man. Like, cracks me up. But I respect him, man. He's a family man. He's a good dude, and now he's with Stanford MMA. He has a legit team behind him. He's not running his own gym in North Carolina, and before he was running his whole entire team, and that's just too much stuff for him to handle. He shouldn't be doing all that stuff, right? Trying to start his own gym over there, and trying to basically he was his head coach for the Jacare and the second Jacare fight and the Adesanya fight. Like it wasn't Derek, in my humble opinion. Derek didn't show up to fight, that day. Obviously, Derek is beating guys doing that. Like, obviously, he beat Uriah Hall. He beat Lyoto Machida. Who else did he beat? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Those are the one guys. I don't know why those are the only guys that come to mind. But, he beat those guys, right? But yeah, you know, he has that great crazy performance against Yoel Romero, right? And Derek doesn't lose to like nobodies, right? Derek, he loses to either you're like, you know, Jacare Souza, former Strikeforce champion, was a great fighter in his prime. I mean, right now it's not going as well, but was goated, right, at one point. Yoel Romero, in my humble opinion, he was, anytime he ever stepped in the octagon, he was UFC middleweight champion of the world to me, and he was the people's champ. He knows it, everyone knows it, and he says it, I'm the people's champ, you know, and that's just the truth. And yeah, and he lost to Whitaker, former champ, right? So and lost to Adesanya, current champ. Darren Till, he's a good kid. I don't hate the kid. He's been a little annoying. His fans been kind of annoying me lately, but he's a good kid. He doesn't seem like a bad kid. I like, he's motivated to become a champ. You know, nothing wrong with that. But you know, he can win this fight. He has really good takedown defense. That's something I give him credit for. But I just feel like, personally, and there is a little bit of a bet here. I am making with one of my homies, is that if Derek Brunson can get the victory, you know, he will dye his hair blonde. If Derek Brunson gets knocked out, I made sure if Derek gets knocked out, I would dye my hair blonde. So there's a little bit of a bet going on with one of my homies, because he's a big Darren Till fan, right? But I just think I think he's gonna. I think Derek is gonna win this fight, bro. I really do think Derek's gonna win it, and I think he's gonna get him out of there too. I think Derek knocks him out. I really think this is gonna be kind of like the Lyoto Machida fight. I think Darren's gonna be so worried about the takedown. I think Derek is gonna get a few in the first 2 rounds. It's gonna be hard. This kid's a hard guy to take down, but I'm going Brunson. Yeah, you can't go wrong with 2 checks and a blonde man, you know, like you can't go wrong, bro. You know, the blonde family is undefeated. They win fights. You saw what happened to Trevin Jones when he left the blonde family. He going out sad. Herb Dean had to pick him up like a dead body. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking Blonde Brunson by 3rd round TKO. I think he's gonna catch him. I was gonna take Brunson by decision, but I think he's gonna fucking catch him, bro. And Till's been getting dropped. He got dropped by Whitaker, got dropped by T Wood, he got dropped by Masvidal. He got fucking killed by Masvidal. And but he did good against my boy KG, so I give him credit there. So, but yeah, I'm taking Brunson by 3rd round TKO. Blonde Brunson undefeated. He's the new prospect, the new title contender for Adesanya. Adesanya's shaking his boots. He's ducking him. He don't want that smoke. So we all know it. Titty boy don't want that smoke. But yeah, it is what it is. Obviously, hashtag 2 checks, hashtag Blonde Brunson, hashtag he undefeated, bro. What else I gotta say? But yeah, that's the end of the video. But yeah, those are my picks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Instagram. Go follow me on my Twitter. If you're new, subscribe. Go click the notification button. Comment, do all those cool things, share the video, let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Love y'all and goodbye.